But I do want to give you a moment to talk about apparently a two-tier justice system at University of Virginia. You want to walk me through that real quick?
Well, yeah. So fraternities are not exactly the most popular organization at UVA and many universities, mainly because, young men particularly just do stupid things and they drink too much alcohol and bad things happen. So there needs to be a system for holding them accountable for these kinds of abuses. But it's gone way overboard at UVA, and they're just going after fraternities. It's not just trying to protect the physical safety of students and make sure they don't end up in the hospital. It's about protecting their emotions, and it's though they don't want to do psychological or emotional harm. And so you go into the hazing process where there are these induction rituals. They go through and they line up the kids. They make them memorize these books of all the fraternity lore and repeat them. And if they get something wrong, then they have to do 50 push-ups or whatever, do wall squats.
Yes, I'm very familiar with that.
Yeah,
not in Virginia, but in Texas. And it was an interesting experience.
So and it's not necessarily pleasant. But then they insult them and call them names. And then my favorite one is like if coerce them into personal servitude. So. Personal servitude is like, okay, you probationaries, you've got to like clean up the frat house after the nasty party, they dragoon them into like running errands for the upperclassmen or driving and chauffeuring them around when upperclassmen has had too much to drink, whatever. So it's like personal servitude. So all these things are, insults and nicknames, funny nicknames and just these things that are absolutely harmless physically are alleged to cause emotional harm. And so
it's different. That's different than pulling a gun on somebody. I will just tell you, I saw that happen in Texas where, you had a gun pulled on you if you didn't know what you were supposed to have memorized, and that was a problem. That was a problem for me. I wasn't going to tolerate that. That's a different level of things, and I think we've lost the ability to grade this stuff out. What's harmless, what actually might be helpful, and what is an actual threat to the safety of the individual.
Yeah, so unable to make those kinds of distinctions. Then the article that we posted was we had this recording of this kid who was being grilled, interrogated is really a better word, by a university accountability official, and he was trying to get to the bottom of a hazing incident, which someone had to eat something with jalapeno peppers and ended up vomiting. So, okay, that's the end of the world. So what this university official did is he threatened this kid. He said, I'm going to report you to your ROTC commander. You could lose your ROTC scholarship. I'll report you to the honor system. I'll report you to student judiciary. Your parents might have to like rack up these huge legal bills, blah, blah, blah. And it was like just incredibly belligerent and threatening. It was, so you go, okay, yeah, I understand that we want to crack down on bad behavior, but do we really have to treat these kids like mafia kingpins? Or drug lords? I mean, it's the same kind of approach. And so we published the transcript and the actual recording. And next thing you know, the accountability official who was responsible for it ended up no longer being employed. So,
wow.
I guess,
there you go, holding people accountable in the media.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, Jim, let's pick up this conversation because I know there's more to the story than just what we covered the next time we chat. I appreciate you indulging me on the front end of your interview, but thank you very much.
All righty.
Okay. 8:49 on this Monday morning. We're back with more in a moment on News Radio WRVA.
Hi, this is Daniel with Blackstop Car Wash, Richmond's home of unlimited wash.